Welcome to Talent Tuesday. This is the Christmas edition. Happy holidays to you from me and my wonderful friend Marie Louise of Marie LouiseArt. Today I'm using Bond Crafter resin and have mixed up 50 grams in that little cup, and I'm going to use this tree mold to create a Christmas tree similar to this blue one, but I'm going to use green. So I'm using resin dye by Let's Resin, and I'm also using ocean white pigment paste. Now I'm going to grab my resin dyes and just spread the drops in the bottom as best I can, but I'm doing it from dark to light, and I'm putting the white mixture, resin mixture, over the top of that. Creates this really cool effect, as you'll see. This here is just step one of my master plan, and the master plan is to create a Christmas themed pyramid in resin. Now that I've got my snowy Christmas tree all prepped, it is time to move on to my other Christmas objects that I ordered, I think, a couple years ago. So I'm going to glue the objects onto popsicle sticks using E6000. I am at the stage where I had put in, or mixed up, 2 ounces of Bond Crafter resin, and I put little beads, little jingle bells, green and red, in the bottom of my pyramid, and I spritzed it with some isopropyl alcohol and let all the trapped bubbles that were in these, they're real little jingle bells, they won't jingle anymore after being in the resin, but all those bubbles came up, and it's now been about 30 minutes since I poured it in there. I also used some abalone shell by Bling It, which is a Colorart product. These are all glued together because I'm going to put them as my final layer in my pyramid along with the tree. So the tree is going to sit in here like this, but the tree's a little bit higher, so I may end up doing that in another batch. We're going to see. Right now, I've got my 3 snowflakes that I want to embed on the top because I have that nice glittery bit. Figured it would kind of look like snow, and I can put these on here. But I'm just waiting to see if my resin is thick enough, to support these. So I'm gonna put them, I don't know, just maybe at random. See that the resin in the center is cured, but not as cured out to the side, because that's how resin works. Cures from the inside out. Okay, you little dude need to stand up. Is it staying? Is it staying? I have got my cross of figurines and my tree. There's a little bit of a lip on the tree, but I think I've got enough of the glue down here that it'll stick. So I'm just going to plop my tree down, hopefully get it somewhat centered. What do we think? Yeah, not too bad. We're back. I mixed up another 2 ounces of the Bond Crafter resin, and I put a tiny bit of the abalone shell from Bling It, Colorart again, but a lesser amount than I did on this layer, and I'm gonna put it in. For my ho-ho-hos, they were already that color. That's how they came in their little little package, but I was worried that the color might bleed in the resin. So I used some spray varnish, and I put varnish on both sides so they're all nice and shiny. They were flat before, and what I'm gonna have to remember is to stick them in upside down, because when the pyramid is upside right, that's when they'll be like this. This layer is cured. So I've got this, it's all glued in, and the idea is to put it in here. However, this is too high up in the mold, because my plan is to put lights in around this as well. So I need it to sink further down. So I'm gonna cut a little bit off the edges, sink it down enough, but not too much, because I want it to sit just above the level of the ho-ho-hos, or the o-o-os. I have mixed up 8 ounces of deep pour resin. This is by Let's Resin, epoxy resin. It's a 2-to-1. You can see I've had this for a little while, and my part B is going a little yellow. Probably can't see it too well in there, but if I do that, you can totally see it, right? Quite yellow. And for my pyramid piece, I am creating a winter scene, so I'm gonna combat that by putting some of this alcohol ink by Ranger called Glacier, which is totally appropriate for my scene. And I think I'm just gonna do this maybe 2 drops at a time, because I just want to lightly color it. Yeah, it's a bluey green. I can live with that. I can live with that. And again, I'm gonna put some more of this abalone shell in here, just a wee bit. Just my mixture has been debubbled, and I also took my ruler and measured down from the edge of the mold to make sure this is level. So hopefully everything's a go now. Now what I'm gonna try and do is pour this so that it creates the least amount of bubbles with a big cup. I might do another 8 ounces. And then we'll come back after that, after that second 8 ounces has been poured and cured. We're back. I filled this up. I don't know, I've got about that much left to go. And I'm gonna be very careful adding in, I've mixed up about 4 more ounces of the deep pour to hopefully just get it so that it covers almost, not quite, but almost all of this. As you can see, I took my cross off. The intent now is to add fairy lights in, but I'm gonna do it on the layer after this. Now, I don't know if you can see or not, but after all that I did to try and protect the resin from the dye bleeding out of my ho-ho-hos pieces, they bled like crazy. So I don't understand. So that's a little upsetting. I don't know if that ruins the whole piece or not, but as I'm so close to finishing it, I must just move on and see. So as I said, I'm just gonna pour this. I want it to cover a little bit more of these pieces because I'm gonna put like a snowy bottom on here, but I still need to have most of the design covered as best as I can. And look at Santa. How did Santa twist? I'm asking for a friend. Look at him. How did he twist on that stick? That's annoying too. Very annoying. Just have to say, these pyramid things are not easy. I don't know how people do them, but they do them better than I do, that's for sure. I'm back, and I'm back to using the Bond Crafter epoxy resin because I just need a thin layer. And I mixed up 2 ounces, just about 58 grams of resin. And I heavy dosed it with ice resin opals, silver opal. These are just little sparkly chips. And a heavy dose of the abalone shell. And 1 drop of Julie's bloom paste by pouring your heart out. And I got this, it's still transparent-ish, and I want that to be my snow layer before I put my lights in, my string lights in. So all I need is this thin layer, and then I'll go back and I'll put the lights in after this is cured, and hopefully still have a nice glow through it. So we're back at the light stage, putting the lights in, and my resin is tacky. And I happen to just time it perfectly in order to get my lights in. So I've been pushing these down into the resin, and hopefully it'll stick. So I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, so I'm gonna set that in there. Push that down. This silicone will not stick to the resin. It'll just peel right off. I think that looks good. Yeah. A small tile. That could work. Yeah, I think that'll work nicely. Okay. We're back, and it's time to remove this. Looks like my tile worked really well. Look how easy that peels off. Got some little holy bits in there, but all in all, pretty good. So I've mixed up about 3 ounces of resin, using the Bond Crafter resin and some white pigment paste. I'm not putting the glitter in it because I think I've got enough glitter on that first layer. I'm just going to pour this slowly. I'm wondering if I shouldn't spray some isopropyl in there. Maybe just a light spritz. There. See, that's a pretty deep layer actually, isn't that? Perfect. Here we are. Everything is cured. I'm gonna remove the tape. There we go. go. That was holding my lights in place. And now, if you put cornstarch on the outside of your mold, it'll make it sliding it out of its casing so much easier. I think I saw that on a YouTube video somewhere a long time ago. I mean, you know, like a couple years ago. Seems like a long time ago. So let's unmold this now and see what happens. See how it looks. Ugh, it's a heavy sucker. You ready? Let's check it out. So here are all my beads. My snowflakes are in there. It's too bad they aren't seen a little bit better. My ho-ho-hos are in the right place. So that's good. Here's Santa. He doesn't look too twisted in here, so that's good. It looks like maybe his red suit bled a little bit too. A little bit of the white bled through there. My tree. I don't know, I like it. I like it. And I like the snowy base. The only thing, I wish this had been a little bit lighter. That glitter in the top. All in all, not too shabby. All right, shall we light them up? I'm gonna have to pull the tab on them. Okay, let's see. Ah! Oh, that turned out really well. The lights are perfect. What do you guys think? What do you think of my Christmassy pyramid? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you as always for being here with me. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope that you have a magical holiday season, no matter what you celebrate, and just spend time with family and friends and enjoying those around you. All right, thank you again. Catch you on the next video. Bye for now.